Welcome to the Mind Blowing Happiness Circle. My name is Trish Ajel Roberts, and I'm happy to have you in this space with me today. So, first, I'm going to go ahead and just encourage you to get comfortable. So, if you need a cup of tea or you need a blanket, I'm sitting on the floor, whatever makes you feel good. And I just posted in the chat just a couple of questions to help you kind of ground into the moment. Um, what city you're in, favorite food from yesterday, because yesterday was a holiday for most of us. It was Christmas Day. It was also Hanukkah. So they fell on the same day this year. Um, and then one word for how you're feeling right now. So I will start. I am in Atlanta, Georgia, or at least the outlying suburbs out here. My favorite food from yesterday. Hmm. Well, I usually never make cranberry sauce. I'm a firm believer in buying the can and slicing it. But I'm in a new house and I couldn't find the can opener. So I had cranberries in a bag and I actually made my own cranberry sauce. It was super easy. I usually don't like it with the berries in there. But I really enjoyed having fresh cranberry sauce yesterday. So I think I'm going to make that my favorite food. And then one word for how I'm feeling right now. Whew, I think just grateful. It's nice to ground into this space with you because as much as I practice meditation and mindfulness and breath work and all of those things on my own, it just feels really good to be in the company of other souls, other like-minded souls. So I appreciate you being here. So if you want to go in and pop in the chat your city, your favorite food, and one word for how you're feeling now, you can do that. And I'm going to go ahead and pop mine in there. Oh, okay. I like the omelet with the veggies and hopeful. Oh my gosh, hope is everything. I know, I've had times in my life when I did not feel hopeful, and when you lose that, it's such a setback. So hope is everything. So let's go ahead. We'll get started with a few cleansing breaths together. So go ahead, rub your hands together. And then take your right hand and place it on your heart. Take your left hand, place it on your belly button. And just take a moment to check in with your body. Let your shoulders relax. I know sometimes when I do that, I go like this. So let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Let your elbows drop and relax at the side of your body. Press the palm into your chest. See if you can notice the beating of your heart. See if you can notice the rise and fall of your breath at your belly. So if you're not naturally breathing into your belly, most women, we don't do that because we want to stay snatched, right? We want to keep that belly button close to the spine. But see if you can breathe into the belly, let the belly fill up, and then on the exhale, bring the belly button back to the spine. And then we're going to take three cleansing breaths together using that same motion. So inhale through the nose, let the belly fill. Exhale through the mouth with a sigh and let the belly button go back to the spine. So, and bring that navel back. And then we'll do that again. Inhale and exhale. And you're home. I can't hear you. So make a loud sigh. Let that energy release. This is the last one, so we're going to make it as loud as we can. Inhale through the nose. Let the belly fill. Exhale with a loud sigh. Good. And then take that left hand, place it over the right hand. So you have the warmth of both hands against your heart. And I want you to think of a one word intention that you could set for the year ahead. So normally we set intentions for the upcoming month in the Mind Blowing Happiness Circle. This time, since we're at the end of the year, let's see if we can find one word to set an intention for the upcoming year. So your word might be confidence, it could be self-love, maybe abundance or prosperity or wellness, authenticity. Maybe it's relaxation or friendships, success, maybe peace. See what word comes up for you, what resonates with you. And once you find that word planted on your heart, then we're going to take our palms, press them together, press the thumb into your heart chakra or your heart center. So for us ladies, that's going to be right in the middle of your chest between your breasts. And just mindfully place that intention on your energetic heart. So we started with our hands on our physical heart, and now we're going to place our intention on our heart center or our energetic heart. And we'll just take one breath into that intention. And then go ahead and drop your palms to your lap. So palms are facing up. We're going to go into our manifestation meditation. So you should be in a comfortable seat, back is straight, palms are up. And we're going to start by relaxing our body from head to toe. So bring your awareness to the crown of your head. And just mindfully relax the crown of your head. Imagine that area is warm and relaxed. Let your shoulders drop, let them rest, let them be relaxed. Relax your forehead, your eyes, your eyelid. Relax your jaw. There are a lot of muscles in the face, so you might want to move your mouth around. I can't see you, so if you want to make weird faces, stuff like that. And then relax the mouth, shoulders, the chest, the upper arms, forearms. Relax your hands. See if you can soften and relax your belly. Even though your palms are facing up, see if you can relax your fingertips. Relax your hips and your thighs, knees, calves, feet. And scan your body from head to toe. See if there's any place where you feel any tension, where you need to adjust yourself, or you need to relax. You can keep your eyes closed or open, whatever feels comfortable for you. If they're open, just maintain an unfocused gaze about 2 or 3 feet in front of you. And then bring your awareness to your breath. Take a deep breath in. Exhale slowly. Allow your body to relax with each breath, going deeper and deeper into relaxation, sinking deeper into this moment. Allow the world around you to fade as you turn your attention inward. And then take one more deep, long breath and let all of that go. Imagine roots extending from the base of your spine or from the soles of your feet, reaching deep into the earth beneath you. Feel yourself supported, stable, and safe. With every inhalation, draw in peaceful, light energy. And with every exhalation, release any doubt, resistance, or fear. So every inhalation, drawing in that peaceful energy. Every exhalation, releasing any resistance, any doubt, and any fear. Notice your breath, your heartbeat, your stillness. Now bring to mind something you deeply desire. Maybe it's the intention that you set, something you wish to manifest into your reality. So something you deeply desire that you wish to manifest into your reality in this upcoming year. It could be a career goal, maybe it's a new love, financial abundance, or vibrant health. Whatever it is, see it clearly in your mind's eye. Get a clear picture of your desire. What does it look like? What does it feel like to have it? Can you see your world with your desire manifested? Can you feel it? Does it have a sound or a smell? What does life feel like now that it's yours? As you hold this vision, allow yourself to step into the version of you who already has it. Who do you have to be to experience this desire, to achieve this vision, to achieve this goal? What version of you has to show up? How do you feel? Confident, joyful, grateful? Let those feelings flood your entire being from head to toe, from inside out. That joy, that confidence, that deep, deep gratitude. Finally manifesting your vision, achieving your goal. Repeat silently to yourself, I am worthy of this manifestation. I am open to receiving. This or something better is on its way to me now. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take another deep breath in and exhale. Now release any attachment to how or when your manifestation will arrive. Trust that the universe is working behind the scenes to align everything perfectly. Say to yourself silently, I let go and I trust. I am ready to receive. Allow that feeling of peace and surrender to wash over you. And then just take a moment to express gratitude to yourself for showing up here today, to the universe or God or divinity, whatever word you have for divine intelligence. Say thank you. And thank you for this moment, for being able to make space for stillness. Now we'll take both of our hands to our heart again and just whisper to yourself, thank you, thank you, thank you. And when you're ready, we're going to release that visualization, that meditation, those affirmations, and come back to our normal state of awareness. So you might want to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, adjust your body if you need to. Maybe stretch a little bit. It's such a beautiful thing. Our minds are so powerful, and most of the time we don't really use them so much. I'm guilty of it as well. I use mine for binge watching reality TV from time to time. But our minds are powerful. And, our brains don't really know the difference between what's real and what's not. And we know that anytime we watch a movie, right? You could watch a movie and you see a scene and you'll feel all the emotions as if this thing were really happening, even though we know that it's not even like watching the news. We're watching something that's completely fictional. So when we train our minds in preparation for the things that we want to come, we actually draw them. We draw them closer to us. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. The next thing we're going to go into is a little bit of breath work. So actually, before we do the breath work, let me drop this in the chat for you. Because what I'd like you to do is take just maybe a minute to journal about your meditation experience. So I dropped it in the chat. Just what was that experience like? Did it relate to the one word intention that you set for 2025? Was it something completely different? How did you feel? I'm going to set the timer for a minute and then we'll go into our breath work. All right, so that was just about a minute. I hope that was enough time for you to gather your thoughts. And that's a good practice to have in general. So I have a little notebook here that I keep with me. Um, Whenever I meditate, I just keep it nearby because this was more of a visualization today than a meditation. But either way, there's always such good information that comes through during those moments of silence. I like to think of them as divine downloads. And sometimes, if you don't write it down as you go into the rest of your day, you'll forget it. Um, and when you create a little book that has all of that in there, then you can go back and look at all of this like really juicy um, wisdom that's coming from you and through you. So it gives you a way to access it. Um, yeah, I have a bunch of journals, and that's one of my favorites. So let's go into our breath work together. I think I'm in the mood for some alternate nostril breathing. If you haven't done this before, it's a nice way to balance kind of the left and right hemispheres of the body. It's very relaxing and calming and balancing and grounding, and I think it's kind of a little bit fun to do as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the middle and the index finger like this, and then we're going to use the thumb and we're going to use the ring finger. So basically the four fingers, we don't need our pinky. And it's just what you would think it's going to be. I will show you first, and then you could do it on your own, and I'll start the timer for a couple minutes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the two fingers and put them on my third eye, which is right in between my eyebrows. And then the thumb is going to be used to cover one nostril, the ring finger the other. So first I'm going to cover my right nostril. I'm going to inhale through the left, hold it at the top, and then switch the fingers out, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, hold it at the top, switch, exhale, inhale, switch, exhale, inhale, switch, exhale, inhale, switch. So I'm exhaling through the right, inhaling through the right, switching, exhaling through the left, inhaling through the left, switching, exhaling through the right, inhaling through the right, closing out the right side, exhaling through the left, inhaling through the left, closing out the left side, exhaling, inhaling. So I hopefully you can see what I'm doing. But let's start together. I'm going to start the timer. The main thing that I find to remember with this is that when you're holding the breath, you're holding it in, not out. So I'm going to start the timer. Two fingers to the third eye. I've got these fingers ready to go here. So I'm going to close off the left side first. Exhale through my right nostril. Inhale. Switch. Exhale through the left. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Switch. And then continue on your own. That's a minute. We have a minute left. Exhale. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Switch. And then when you come to your next exhalation, you can go ahead and release that. Breathe through both nostrils normally and check in, see how you feel. And if you want to take a quick moment to write in your journal, you can do that as well. Hmm. Hopefully that felt good to you guys. Now, something you can do, like if you want to try that later at home, I didn't mention it at the beginning of this session today, but you can, get tissues and kind of blow your nose before you start, especially this time of year when we might have some congestion, so that it might be a little bit more comfortable for you. And now we're going to get into our mindset lesson portion of the day. And the last time I did this, I put the definition for mind-blowing happiness in the chat because I realize it's the name of my company. I have a book called 12 Steps to Mind-Blowing Happiness, but I don't often actually say what the definition is. So, in case you're wondering, mind-blowing happiness is a state of deep joy and fulfillment characterized by a juicy life journey steeped in passion, purpose, and the realization of your fullest potential. And I believe that that's what we all want, right? We all want to be happy and free from suffering. We all want to see, what our God given talents are, how we can manifest our desires, how we can achieve our goals, rise to the best version of ourselves. So that's what mind blowing happiness is. And I popped that in the chat so you can have access to that if you want to take a look at it. And so yesterday for Christmas, if you guys follow me, you might have seen this. I I dropped a new download. So it's a free download. You can get a copy of it. It is available on my website. If you go to trishajellroberts.com and you click the more button, you will see it there. Or if you follow me on social media, you'll see it at the link in bio. But it is called, drum roll, it's the Self-Love and Confidence Blueprint, 7 proven strategies for women leaders to cultivate self-confidence, embrace self-love, and lead boldly in 2025. I love that title. So, I've been working with clients as a transformational coach for almost 6 years now. And what I find come up over and over again, even with super successful women, are these themes of self love and confidence. So I hope that you will grab a copy of that and enjoy it. I'm going to read a little piece from it and then we'll go from there. So let me pull it up here. I have it on my phone. Let's see. I wanted to read about body language. Let me see if I can do this. Might have been better on my computer, but I'm going to go ahead and just read it from here. So, one of the 7 strategies, actually, the last of the 7 strategies, is master your body language. Why does that matter? So, first of all, your body speaks before you do. Research shows that confident body language doesn't just influence how others see you, it also changes how you feel about yourself. So, strategic posture, whether it's eye contact and gestures, can trigger hormonal changes that reduce stress and boost confidence. So, by mastering your body language, you can step into any room with presence, authority, and approachability. And we notice that even in meditation, there's a difference whether you have your palms up or your palms down. It feels different. You feel different with your hands on your heart and your hands on your belly. So, the movement of our body, it just impacts our emotions. That was one of my biggest ahas when I first started practicing yoga, and definitely when I started teaching, that I can change the position of my body and change how I feel, but you also change how others perceive you, right? So, the action step associated with this, and I'm reading from the guide, the PDF that I'm telling you about, is to write a list of your three greatest accomplishments, big or small. And then stand in a superwoman pose. So that shoulders back, chin up. For us, it's a lot of times it's chin up, chest out, right? And we all know that because we've all seen Superwoman or Superman with your hands on your hips. And then you visualize your achievements. And when you do that, you will feel how your confidence shifts. So you can hold this pose for like 2 minutes, and you can use this technique whenever you need a confidence boost, like before a meeting or presentation or a challenging conversation. And if you need some help identifying accomplishments, here are a few ideas. These are from the PDF as well. So it could be completing an important project, it could be raising healthy children, overcoming a personal challenge, which I love that because sometimes we don't think we've accomplished things, but we've overcome big things, and that is an accomplishment. It could be getting recognized at work. It could also be supporting a friend in need. Like that's another thing that we don't think of as an accomplishment. But if you've helped someone else go through something, that is huge, right? So that's a bit of strategy number 7, master body language. But I'd like us to practice that a little bit and then we'll go into the next piece. So I'm going to time us for a minute. And before I do this, I want to make a point as well. So when we talk about manifestation, you cannot manifest without having some confidence, right? You have to have some faith and you have to keep your energy going so that you feel good. So feeling good is important, and confidence is one of the ways that we feel good. Remembering our successes helps us feel good. Visualizing what we want helps us feel good. Visualizing our successes helps us feel good. And then there are all the other things we know about, right? Eating well and exercising and drinking water and taking care of our bodies and not having processed. There's all those things, but I think sometimes we don't think we're supposed to feel good, or we try to make ourselves feel good in unhealthy ways. So I just want you to think about feeling good in healthy ways. And it could be as simple as putting your hands on your hips, sticking out your chin and your chest, and looking somebody straight in the face. Okay. So we're going to go to the first journaling prompt to kind of support this. I'm going to pop this in the chat here. Okay. So we have a minute. And I want you to write your greatest hits list. So it could be 3 things, it could be 5 things. It's whatever you come up with in the minute. So it's going to be a list of your biggest accomplishments. And I'm starting the timer right now. You're about halfway through. All right, the next question. Describe how you felt at these pivotal moments in your life. How did you feel? And you're about halfway through that one. And here's the next one. I want you to create a list of 5 or more qualities that you appreciate about yourself. You have a minute. About halfway through there. And there's the next one in the chat for you. So we already did a visualization on what we want to manifest, and we thought about our intention. Just take another minute to expand on that. So, what does that look like? How will you feel when you've achieved it? And most importantly, do you have the confidence to go after it? Are we just doing an exercise or are we really going to go after this thing? So you have a minute. And that's just about halfway. And this next one that I'm popping in the chat is when we get into the nitty gritty. So usually we set a goal for the month ahead. A SMART goal, so a very specific goal for the month ahead. Because we're in December, we can set one for the year ahead with a focus on January. So we want to set a SMART goal. So it's going to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and has a specific time period to it. And I gave you a couple of examples. For me, my intention for 2025 is peace. So I use that as an example. And so I might set my January goal as, I'm going to do 3 minutes of daily prayer, meditation, and visualization. Or it could be, my intention is prosperity. So in January, I'm committing to reading a business or personal development book each week. So think about what your goal might look like for you based on your goal for January, based on your intention for the year. And you have a minute to play around with that. All right, so you're about halfway through. I'll give you an extra few seconds here. I think setting this specific goal is important. Okay, so you have about 30 more seconds to work on that. All right, so that was 2 minutes. One of my favorite Tony Robbins quotes is the quality of your life is a direct reflection of the quality of the questions you ask yourself, right? So many times I've had coaches or mentors or, workshops like this where I've gotten a question and I go, oh God, I never thought about that. We don't normally think about these things unless questions are put in front of us. So I hope you enjoyed some of those questions, those journaling prompts. The next thing I want to share with you before we start to close out is that next week, um, Thursday, but in the evening, 7:30 Eastern time, I'm hosting, gosh, I've done this, maybe this is the fourth or the fifth time, something like that, that I'm doing a digital vision boarding workshop. So I call it Dream, Create, Do because I I had a pet peeve for a long time that people would have these vision boarding workshops where people were just cutting out pictures from a magazine and putting them on a page, but there wasn't really a whole lot of organization or understanding of what it was they were actually doing and how to manifest those goals that you're putting on paper. So, first, I teach you how to really dream your vision. So I'll take you through the um, 8 main life areas and have you kind of assess your life and figure out the areas that need work, and then set your goals from there. And the next thing is to create the dream, create the board. So I'll teach you how to create a digital vision board, which is nice because you can use it as your screensaver on your laptop or on your phone. When it's digital, you have like unlimited access to images. You don't have to be limited to magazines. And who has magazines anymore? I haven't had a magazine in my house in I don't know how long, except for Natural Awakenings, because I write for that magazine. And you can get them at the Whole Foods for free. But generally speaking, like we don't have magazines coming into the house the way that we used to. And then the do part, so it's dream, create, and do. You know, um, Jack Canfield, one of my mentors, said to me, the last 5 letters of the law of attraction is action. So you have to make a plan to actually act on your vision board. So anyway, so that'll be next Thursday, 7:30 p.m. It's $35 if you want to join. I put the link here and I'll send it out of my newsletter as well. So you do get a PDF guide as part of the program. You get the online instruction. There'll also be, the meditation and visualization, and you'll get access to the video recording. So if that's something that you are interested in, you're welcome to join me next week for that. And the next thing that we're going to go into is one of my favorite things, which is EFT tapping. So, tapping accesses the same points on your body as like acupuncture or acupressure, but it's just a wonderful way to kind of ignite your circulation and help you again to feel good in a way that's good and healthy for you. So to go into our tapping session, And you're just going to come to a comfortable seat. Let's take a couple breaths together. Get our bodies relaxed. And then we're going to start off with the four fingers of the right hand to the fatty part of the left hand below the pinky here. And you're just going to start here tapping. So just tap, tap, tap. Not too hard, not too soft. We're going to be like Goldilocks and tap just right. Okay? So go ahead and tap there. And then we're going to take the right hand, the right two fingertips here, and we're going to, well, actually, it's both hands. So index and middle fingers of each of your hands, and we're going to tap the bony part at the base of the brow. So right here, so it's a bony spot right here, tap, tap, tap. I'm going to take the same two fingers to the bony part outside the eye, so tap. And then when you get here, I want you to think about something that bothers you. So normally when we meditate and visualize, we think about good things. Here, I want you to think about the bad stuff. So if it's a financial situation, if it's a relationship that's a problem, or work, whatever that thing is that's bugging you, I want you to think about it here. And then we're going to come below the eyes, tap, same thing, the bony spot here, below the eyes. Thinking about that thing that bugs you. And then we're going to go to the right hand only. So the two fingers of the right hand only underneath the nose. Same thing, bony spot there. And now I want you to think to yourself, I'm safe and I'm grounded in my body. I'm safe and I'm grounded in my body. Same two fingers under the lower lip, bony spot. Tap, tap, tap. I'm safe and I'm grounded in my body. All 10 fingers to the collarbone. Tap. Safe and I'm grounded in my body. Left hand under the right armpit, about 3 inches under the armpit. Tap. Safe and I'm grounded in my body. All 5 fingertips to the crown of the head. Tap. Safe and I'm grounded in my body. Palms down. Just feel that for a moment. So sitting palms facing up, see if you can feel that. For me, it's this beautiful tingling. Take a breath. And then we're going to go to the other side. So this time we're going to take the 4 fingers on the left hand to the fatty part of the right hand and tap. And you don't have to hold your hand up. I'm just doing this so you could see me, but you can just tap that fatty part there. And then release it. We're going to take index and middle fingers, tap. Feel safe and grounded in my body. Sides of the eyes. Feel safe and grounded in my body. Under the eye. Be gentle with yourself. I feel safe and grounded in my body. Remember, we love ourselves. Left hand under the nose. Left hand under the lower lip. All 10 fingers to the chest. I feel safe and grounded in my body. Right hand under the left armpit. All 10 fingers to the crown of the head. Safe and grounded in my body. Release the palms. Palms are facing up. Relax your shoulders. Take a deep breath. And then just notice how your body feels. You are safe. You're beautiful. You're grounded. Bring your palms together. We're going to close out the same way we started. So rub your palms together. We're going to generate some of that beautiful Reiki energy in the palms. Generate that warmth. And then take the right hand to your heart. Take the left hand to your belly button. Relax your shoulders. Breathe. Notice the beating of your heart. Notice the rise and fall of your breath. Then go ahead, inhale through your nose, let your belly fill. Exhale with a sigh. Again, inhale, let your belly fill. Exhale with a sigh. And the last one, inhale. This time, hold it at the top. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and release it. Take that left hand, place it over the right. Recall that one word intention that you set for the year ahead. Plant that intention on your heart. Press your palms together. Bring your thumbs to the center of your chest and press that intention on your heart center. Drop your chin to your chest in gratitude. Feel the release through the back of your neck. Thank you, ladies, for joining me here for the Mind Blowing Happiness Circle. If you'd like to, you can place one word in the chat for how you're feeling in this moment. And enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, Danielle. I'm glad you're feeling good and relaxed. Good seeing you. Thanks, Tara. Glad you're feeling positive. And I'm not seeing you visually, but I am seeing your soul. I'm seeing you guys spiritually. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.